What's up, everyone? Welcome back for another episode of the Mid Card Mafia, where we may be mid on the card, but we are main event at heart. I'm your host. Actually, I'm not the host. Melvin's actually going to host, but I'm doing the intro. But it's me, Mike D, Melvin Martinez, and Rococo Haley. As always, we're back. Nate's dead. I mean,
I don't know what happened to that guy. So I'm gonna take his spot today. Mike has a shout out, but before we do the shout out in this episode, we're going to be talking about Clash in Paris, which was awesome. We got some pretty cool takes about that because I personally is one of my favorite PLEs by far this year. And then a Wild Raw, of course, with a crazy Becky Hogan promo. But this episode is brought to you by who? Oh no, shout out, right, Mike?
Yeah, weekly shout outs. It's becoming a part of the pod. And so we're just going to make it official. My weekly shout out goes to a lady named Kendra Lakari.
What?
If you don't know who Kendra Lakari is, she catfished her own daughter. So...
Oh, yes, she's awful.
Awful.
Bro, she is awful.
Awful. I mean, I just watched this on Netflix.
Hey, okay. Hey, come in here.
Awful. I was flabbergasted at all this.
Babe, give your hot take right now to Mike about that freaking chick from Catfish. The Netflix episode, because that's the shout out for today, right here on the mic.
Serious, she is pure evil. I don't even know how to describe. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Rococo, let me catch you up to speed real quick, and for all of our listeners. This woman, all right, she has a high school daughter who's like 13 years old. 13, she's dating this boy, and the boyfriend and the daughter start getting text messages from an unknown number saying he's going to break up with you, he doesn't want to be with you, stuff that really at the end of the day is high school teenage girl drama stuff. Okay, just petty. But then it goes on for years, thousands upon thousands of text messages, inappropriate text messages. I mean, just awful stuff. And this lady just lied to her family. She lied to all of her friends. She lied to her husband, lied to her own daughter. The stuff she said was awful. I mean, this was nuts. You never saw it coming. And then they get an FBI. The FBI gets involved. They get all these search warrants and everything. And they find out that the person that was responsible for decades of stalking and harassment and all these things was the girl's mother. So shout out to you, Kendra Lakari, for probably being one of the worst moms I've ever heard of. But there's redemption. It's for all of us. All right, redemption's for all.
Hey,
I hope
she's single, Nate. I know you
Jackson
can
last week.
Go.
This woman this week. We're going on the street. Redemption for all.
Redemption for all. Hopefully, man, that's a hard one to recover from, being catfished by your own mom. And not so in the sense of like the mom wasn't trying to wasn't like, oh, I'm a guy. No, she was like just this unknown person who was just like, he loves me, not you. Crazy stuff. Crazy. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Netflix, give us that sponsorship. But there's my shout out of the week.
That's a good shout out. Rococo, any things before we jump in?
Not at all. No.
All right. Well, let's start.
Rococo,
we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. First topic I want to talk about is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns is still him. My goodness. I was talking to Tori about this yesterday, but Bronson Reed has kind of in my mind, been getting better in the sense of performance. He's funny. That feud's been really cool to see with the shoes. But man, Roman really just elevates every single person that he wrestles. Like you would have made me think like this was gonna be like a WrestleMania level main event, but that's just what Roman Reigns does. And so, just a couple of questions to get this conversation started about that fight. Did Bronson Reed look like a legit main eventer, even though this was a loss? What does this win say about Roman Reigns' status now? Will we see him back full time, or is he going to keep doing his usual thing? And then should Roman be the one to eventually face Seth Rollins again, despite us knowing that this is obviously going to be CM Punk and Rollins running to WrestleMania probably?
Wow. Who wants to go first?
I guess I'll take it. First things first.
There we go.
Bronson Reed
I got thoughts, but I always try not to be the first guy.
Bronson Reed as a main eventer, he's in that position. Does he really strike me as that? Not yet. He's still on his way up. Was the match good? Was it a solid back and forth? Did Roman make him look strong? Yes. All the things. And Bronson has had a few promos. He's just not there yet. He's still climbing. I don't know what it'll take just yet. It'll take him speaking on his own and breaking out. Because I feel like right now, Bronson is still under. Braun Breaker is at a point where he can do his own thing. But anytime he does his own thing, Bronson's behind him and not really talking as much. So once he's able to break off, do his own things and come back, he'll strike me as a main eventer.
Hey, real quick, okay? Tonight, you saw on Raw, or today, you didn't really see Bronson behind him, but he was next to him. And so I agree with you, Rococo. In the past, he's been behind him, but I think honestly he could be side by side with Bronson in every area outside of athletic ability right now.
Yep.
In my opinion, because I think promo wise, Braun is funny. The Steiner math is funny. The hothead gimmick's funny. But I think I put Bronson right there with him in like their ability to cut a promo. They're equal to me and on the same level. Because it felt like tonight on Raw, where you had Braun, my goodness, always get them confused. You had Braun, who was kind of getting shook by the crowd a little bit, and Bronson was kind of getting him back on and like helping him, and he would say something. It just throws me off, his accent, bro. His like English accent throws me off. I never expect it. And then you hear him, and it's like, I forget this dude is English, bro. Like, and it is thick.
Yeah.
But I would give him, I think he kind of took that leap this weekend, I think, with Roman and like how they're trying to catapult him. And I was thinking to myself, how crazy is it that Bronson Reed, think about this, Bronson Reed was sharing a ring with Roman Reigns on a PLE. Look where this dude was months ago. He was going against Braun Strowman week after week. And now he's sharing a ring with Roman Reigns. That's incredible.
There was even rumors of him getting released. I remember. Do you remember that? Like after that time with Seth Rollins when he accidentally injured him. You know, there was those talks that he can't wrestle people. He hurts them more than actually. You know what I'm saying? Like there is those talks going on. Yes. Another thing, Rococo, before you jump in again, I think it's impressive that dude lasted 20 minutes plus with Roman Reigns at Clash in Paris, and then the next day he's doing this tag team against Jay and LA Knight. I think that deserves like a quick shout too. Bronson is showing Bronson. I wouldn't say Braun Breaker too. Me too. Bronson is showing us that stamina wise he can go up against the big guys and stuff. And low key lasts a little bit longer than Jey Uso. I will throw that shade in there for sure.
Nice. I think he's a better wrestler than Jey Uso.
For me, the thing about it is that match really didn't elevate anything in my mind. The week before, it might have been, he had this, I don't want to call it documentary based, it's package. He had this package where he was talking by himself to Roman Reigns. And at that moment, he had me listening. I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Bronson Reed can talk a little bit, but that was him directly by himself. So still, I'm in that place. Now, bringing up the resiliency of Bronson Reed, also everybody, minus Braun Breaker, he did appear. But to put on the matches they did yesterday and then pull up again today, that's wild. And you can really tell how WWE values their talent by how much they wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's like this middle ground to where you're wrestling every single week and they rock with you. Then the super high guys, they'll give promos, but they only wrestle for the big events.
Yep.
And then the people that get forgotten pretty often, they don't wrestle at all. So being inside, they're very much inside of that middle ground. And I don't know if it's possible to elevate Braun and Bronson to the point of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch at this point without taking away that dominance factor. Because you can do only so much on the mic, but it's performing in the ring and showing that you're above everybody too. That matters.
Yeah. Melvin, what was your second question?
I had asked if what does this say about Roman Reigns? Is this just one of his like once a month matches?
Yeah. Okay. That's what it was. I saw where he said that he wanted to be the first full-time actor and full-time wrestler. Now, whether or not that is an actual thing, I want to go ahead and say no. He's going to have that Roman schedule. Let's just be honest. Yeah. If he wanted to do both, he could do both, and he would be doing both, but he's not doing both. So that's out the window, which is okay because I think it helps his aura, just being honest. Him to wrestle like that once a month or at a PLE, I think adds to the like shock and wow factor. But at the end of the day, like I wish we had more. And then the third one was,
should Roman be the one eventually to get that world heavyweight title? Not
the
the Cody one, but this one specifically.
Maybe shocked what I'm about to say. I'm gonna say no. I don't think he should be. I think there is a few down the line with those two, but I mean, it's Punk, bro. It has to be Punk. And I know Rococo probably doesn't want it to be because he doesn't like this long term. But to me, though, Rococo, it feels like they are selling out to this. Like, this is what they are doing, which by what you stated, it's either you commit to it or don't. Like, don't do it and then come back after you have like a middle. To me, it feels like they're moving full steam ahead with this. We'll see if they do, but that's what it feels like to me. But I don't think Roman's going to beat Seth for that belt.
Interesting. Back to the first part. I feel like even Roman's full-time wrestler, full-time actor schedule, at his best, even within the prime Bloodline story, you would see him maybe once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. And that schedule was extremely consistent, and that was enough Roman Reigns for us. So could he get back to that point? Yes. But weekly, definitely not. His name is way too big to continue that.
Bubba's coming to you, babe.
So there's that. And then with him being the next guy to face Seth Rollins, we were talking about WrestleMania. Really? I'd be down, personally. Because I know I said commit with the CM Punk Seth Rollins thing. Mm-hmm. And they're building upon it. But for this to go, it is September. You telling me we're getting the same Raw ending, the same promos, the same build for 7 more months? No. With everything in me, no. Their rivalry needs to end by the end of this year. Please.
It won't. It won't.
Yeah.
They can still not like each other. That's fine. But them interacting ended this year. And then I guess you still have the Sami Zayn story, him coming back. And so that's interesting. But I do love the idea of Roman versus Seth, especially how they've evolved. And thinking back to Roman's huge 1,000-day reign, Seth was the only person to beat him. Of course, it was by disqualification. He got choked out. But they never revisited that. So there's story upon story that I believe can be done in a shorter time frame than this Seth Rollins versus CM Punk story.
Yeah, we don't have to jump in this too much, but I really don't want Sami to win Royal Rumble because that's like what it looks like. They're trying to put him as that favorite to win, and who knows, man?
Just start preparing because he is.
No, I'm gonna crash
Just start
out.
preparing.
I was gonna bet on it. I was gonna bet on it.
Any last words on Roman Bronson? That was a good way to start the pod for sure. Good convo. Coco.
Roman's build has changed a whole lot. Like I've noticed he's gotten like slimmer, but still has a form to him. It's interesting how people's bodies shift and how the wrestling styles correlate with that. He's still Roman Reigns, but he's faster. He can. I was saying jump higher, but it's cool.
I will say this before we move on from Roman. He sold that spear from Braun Breaker. That was incredible. When Braun is just like looking back at the ring and he just takes off, just flying and just spears him. Michael Cole, one of the best. You're going to kill him. I mean, I just love when Michael Cole starts doing stuff like that. Commentating adds so much to a moment in wrestling, but can also hurt it. And we've seen Michael Cole hurt a moment before. But he, at the end of the day, has added more value to moments than he's ever hurt them. And it's moments like those where it's just like, man, awesome. Loved it. I mean, him even getting speared off of when he's signing the shoes and throwing them, which Wade Barrett said it. I wonder how much those are going to go for on eBay.
For real. He cut the laces. I was in my feelings whenever I saw that. I was like,
I know. Did you see where they took the shoes off the Tribal Thief shirt?
No, I didn't, but.
Yep. They pulled all the shirts down from WWE.com, and they tonight even or today, whenever you saw Bronson, it was just Tribal Thief and just the tribal letters, and you didn't have the shoes hanging around his neck.
Oh, okay.
Nike reached out probably, so
Let's spend 2 minutes on this part because I don't really think there's much to talk about, but the Wyatt Six and Street Profits. I thought the way that Paris greeted and welcomed Street Profits was so cool.
Yeah.
With them just doing their things. I still don't know what the heck BFAB is doing there. Like, there's just no way that we lost Karrion Kross and his wife, and we still have BFAB. And so, you could just release her and give Scarlett the money that she needs right there. And call it a day. But how did you guys feel about that match? I know how we feel about the Street Profits. You know, we can dream about them splitting up one day. Okay,
I think it's going to happen. D'Angelo is going to turn heel.
Hey,
I really see it happening. But here's what I want to say about this match, real quick. 2 minutes, so I'm gonna make it short. Yeah. I do not like all the interference with the Wyatt Six stuff.
Too much.
It's way too much stuff. And to me, if you're this you have this presence of being like people fear you, it shouldn't take all six of you to win a tag match. It should have been just them two. To me, Uncle Howdy don't need to be out there. All these guys and these other characters need to learn to have a gimmick that is not centered around Uncle Howdy, because eventually it's going to get old and it's going to get really stale. And then you're going to think, what do I do with 5 other people? Or 4 other people. We got Uncle Howdy, and then we got 4 other people who literally can't even function without Uncle Howdy. I mean, he got hurt, and they wrote him off for 6 months. And so they need to develop these characters that don't have Uncle Howdy sitting in a rocking chair, going back and forth. Like, it's cool, and I get it, but it can't be like that. They have to have their own type of gimmick that makes them kind of fearful in their own way, instead of it just being, oh, we're scared of Uncle Howdy and the gimmick that he does. So I didn't like all the interference, and I do expect the Street Profits to break up pretty soon. There's my take in probably less than 2 minutes.
Rococo, go.
I'm highly interested about it all.
Hey.
At the very beginning, you saw the tags, and there was some animosity. But then after that, the Street Profits were the Street Profits. There was no other problems with miscommunication. And once again, we're back to that word of commit. There could have been more. At the very beginning, I get it. But in the tag match, there could have been them bumping into each other or miscommunications or stuff like that. But there really wasn't. It was just Street Profits doing their thing. To the Wyatt Six, I have not been a fan. I haven't at all. One of my viewers, Ralph, calls me the #1 Wyatt Six hater. And it's facts.
Shout out.
Because
maybe it's a mafia thing, because I've been kind of yawning for this as well. I agree.
For me, it's how you book a supernatural person and group. And you can't book somebody supernatural and also have them be a champion. That butts heads way too often. You can be like, Rococo, how about the Undertaker? The Undertaker had a super long career, so where he could fool us in with the supernatural and then bring himself back down to reality to have wrestling matches. But having those two things touch each other, it's either this person is untouchable or they lose, and what's the point of them being spooky in the first place?
And here's what's crazy real quick while we're talking about the Wyatt Six. I know I'm trying to be, I promise. But when they first appeared, it was awesome. Like the stuff, the screen elements that were happening, like that were hinting to something is coming. And then you just saw the massacre in Gorilla. There was no story behind that at all. And so you're already like, all right, who are they feuding with? And then you're like, they're just lost. Her injuries happen. They're off for 6 months. Alexa Bliss came back. You're like, that's who's going to be. No, they went a different route. They do not know what to do with the Wyatt Six. And it seems like a trend with a lot of mid-card stuff right now, currently in WWE. They just need a good feud. And I said it last week with Rococo. I don't see them being tag champs for a long time. It doesn't make sense. It's not a part of the story. Someone needs to just feud with Uncle Howdy. When you had Bray Wyatt, I mean, he did have like, oh my goodness, what was the family's name at the very beginning? Like the Wyatt family. Wow. There we go. The Wyatt family. Okay. But that was, how long did that last for? Until he broke off into his own thing. And those guys broke off into their own thing, and they were good at it because he turned on Daniel Bryan.
Yep. Yeah.
There's too many of them to have a story like that. There's four of them. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be interesting to see. Will they follow in the footsteps that they did with the Wyatt family, or is it going to be its own thing? It kind of feels like they're trying to follow the same footsteps.
I'll close it with this, and I know Jalen's gonna like this because this is for his intellectual brain. That's a compliment, by the way, Jay. But all this has been, it's been storytelling without the substance, right? With the Wyatt family, we had the crazy feuds with Mike. Just jump on what you talked about. They had the Shield, legendary stable. They had the Usos, still legendary stable, and then kind of prime-ish John Cena. I think this would be more Super Cena realm because that's like 2013, 2017. Yep. And so that's what made the Wyatt family so cool. That's what made that time when he was the Fiend, all that, like it had the aura. But with the Wyatt Six, all we've had is, against these matches with the Street Profits, and high key, the Street Profits are the ones that make them look good in the ring anyways. Maybe you can say otherwise, but like it's been the Street Profits really carrying that thing. And so that's all what the Wyatt Six has been to me. It's storytelling without substance. And I don't think we'll see any good of it come out until we start seeing them go after, and this is my hot take, a Cody Rhodes. Them start really going after him, messing with him. There's not really any storyline for Cody right now. Rococo is like, has his lips broken up. He's like, I'm interested. But I'm just saying, if you want the Wyatt Six to get any love right now, any sales, any eyes, throw him bugging Cody Rhodes. I think it could be fire, but that's just me. That's just a hot take. That's just me being stupid. We could talk about it more if you want. I'm really interested to know what y'all think about it.
I have a thought, but I want Rococo to say his instant reaction.
Cody Rhodes, way too high.
I know, but so was Cena.
Okay.
So was Cena.
Thing about it is you had Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. They were a young and developing talent. Of course, like wrestling-wise and the wrestling things, they were young and developing. And like what Mike had said, they were different people with different stories, and they had joined at different times. Mm-hmm. So you had initially Bray, and then Luke and Eric, and then Braun Strowman, and it fused really well. Wyatt Six, we're getting everybody at the exact same time.
Yep.
And since they're all starting at the exact same starting point, it's hard for one person to face six people.
Yep.
Without it being significant. Now, it could be
Nexus.
Cody. Facts. It could be Cody versus Uncle Howdy with some extra interference. And that story could be good. Not Cody, but somebody else. Mm-hmm. And have that person overcome the six or try to build a squad to overcome the six.
That'd be sick too.
Here's real quick. All right. here's where I kind of get lost in that. It seems like the Wyatt Six's like gimmick has been going after teams of people who there's dysfunction amongst them. You saw it with the Alpha Academy and Chad Gable and his abuse of power. Why aren't they going after the Judgment Day? Like, that is an easy one right there to me. There's a female in there. Okay. There's 3 dudes a part of that. I mean, that is like easy. And it felt like for a second they were going to tease that, but then they stopped teasing it. And so the Wyatt Six is like, hey, our whole thing is we're going after the dysfunction. That's why Chad Gable was the first one they were messing with, and how he was rude to Otis and just didn't like his quote unquote family because they're all about family. Now that's not a thing anymore unless you see the Street Profits break apart. Then it all makes sense. But that's my last take about it. We can move on.
I like it. I thought this was going to be 2 minutes, but yeah, I haven't been in the pod in a while. I got some questions. I got some theories.
Yeah,
I am a fiend right now. Okay, this next segment is called the Becky segment because, man, I got some questions. You know, she had her match against Nikki. We can jump into that in a little bit. We got her promo against CM Punk. That was absolutely heat. I loved it. But then I got a really fun one. This is all speculation. This is all just thoughts, things that I be thinking in my brain while I watch my son wrestle all his squishmallows right in front of me while I watch wrestling and message prep a sermon. But are we seeing, go with me with this, have we been seeing a low-key Becky Hogan retirement tour ourselves and we don't even see it? And I say this because ever since she's come back, there's been a lot, she's fighting a rising star. Now we got this pointless thing. Well, first of all, rising star, Bayley, then Bayley, rising star, and Bayley, Lyra, by the way, if y'all were wondering what I'm talking about. Then we have, Nikki somehow coming back, probably because she's trying to say what's up to Cena low-key behind Cena's wife's back. I don't know what the heck she's doing back. That's just kind of what it seems like and looks like. It's kind of sus. Now we got her joining her husband's faction, if that's official. I don't know if that's really official yet. Would you say it's official?
Yeah.
But we're definitely going to see AJ Lee back. There's just no way that that's not going to happen. That's why I keep Rococo, please just let us dream. They're going to Chicago. Let her come back. Let her do a little slap or something. But Becky is herself also, she's getting old. She's a mom. Are we seeing low-key just like they're putting a jetpack on her back and just giving her all of these cool storylines before we see an eventual retirement from her?
No.
So, okay.
Because if so, she would not be an Intercontinental Champion. That's why. This is not her. She's full steam ahead in this, bro. And Rococo and I don't know if you listened at all last week. I know it was a busy week for you. You had family in town. Shout out to Mama Martinez holding it down. So I don't know what her last name is now, so I'm sorry. I know I got it wrong. But did she make you some tea, though? That's what I want to ask.
Yep, all week.
God bless her.
All week.
All right, so Melvin had family down. Rococo and I talked about how Becky Lynch is just on top of it. And a lot of times you see people, in my opinion, who start to try to step out once they start to lose that step. She ain't losing no step. She's taking steps. She's in full stride. I mean, she's running and gunning right now. The best female wrestler currently in the business when it comes to promo, when it comes to anything right now. I would even say probably in-ring ability. Let's just be real. She is on top of the game. I cannot see her retiring anytime soon. It's hard for me to think that she's in a Hogan retirement tour. And I even said tour. Yeah, I even said this to Rococo. People call her Becky Hogan. She is the furthest from it, in my opinion. The furthest from it. Because, bro, Nikki Bella was awful. Awful. Who made that match salvageable? Becky Lynch. That was the worst match of the night. That match was awful.
terrible.
All the botches, her trying to slam her head on the announcing table back and forth was just, oh my goodness. Like, Nikki, you retired for a reason. You should probably go back to it. I'm just being real. Like, I know you're trying to get this one last hoorah. It ain't it. I'm sorry. Becky Lynch is great. I love it. Here's where my hot take is. I hate her in this faction with Seth. I do not like her being the fourth person. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. But I still don't like it. I don't like that it's Becky Lynch. I think that there's someone who needed it way more than Becky, who is already at the top. Becky, if we're being honest, you saw it tonight on Raw, kind of elevates the vision, if we're being honest. She's like bringing, they're putting another person in the vision who can cut promos as good, if not better, than Seth Rollins. You have someone who is, honestly, people love to boo her. That crowd, they love her. The WWE crowds love Becky Lynch. But is she a likable character to boo right now? Absolutely. But are they going to cheer for her? 100%, because that's how good she is right now. And so it kind of helps this not get stale, but I wish they would have used a theory, though. I'm just being honest, like someone who, like, you didn't see happening, and like in a way you didn't see it being Becky, but I still don't like that it's her. And yes, AJ Lee has to come back now. Now that she's involved, there has to be an AJ Lee signing. So that's my Becky Lynch take. Rococo, if this is where you want to take the gloves off and go at it, I'm here for it. So let's ring the bell.
This also extends it, Rococo, because you're asking how we're supposed to see this all the way to WrestleMania. Inserting 100%. AJ Lee into the story helps that. It gives us 2-3 months of content. One thing I forgot to mention of this while I was talking about Becky retirement tour, when whoever wins Io and Stephanie, I just can't see like Becky not going after that to be a double champ. I know they're going to try to insert Rhea back into that realm, but it also could be fun to see Becky to go after that title after whoever wins too. That's why I brought that up. Double champ her, the man versus the best in the world. The man versus the best in the world. Imagine if we saw a Becky versus Punk. To just get the vision and just get Rollins mad. Go, Rococo. I'm sorry.
No, you're in your bag. You're bag for real. Thing about WWE right now is they're struggling a whole lot with making new talent. Yeah. So they love full sending with those that have already proven themselves. And I understand that works right now, but in 5 years,
you're right.
7 years,
you're right.
We've booked ourselves in a terrible situation. Like Mike and I have agreed on, Becky is absolutely cooking to the point where she deserves to be a part of another major story. No, she's taking on way too much. And now that she's a part of the division, that lessens her title. She can't focus on being a champion anymore because she's focused on protecting Seth Rollins. There's too much going on. And as much as we love Becky Lynch, that's not it. I was beginning to think about, like, when was the last time we saw somebody come in? That was a woman into a male faction. The Judgment Day. Way back when. Whenever it was Edge, Finn, and Rhea that made their return. At that point in her career, Damian... notice how I didn't remember because they don't matter. But Rhea before then was in tag matches, was a tag team champion, and she was trying to find her footing. And she kind of hit a dead space. And that jump into the Judgment Day shot her off. And Rhea has hit the ground since. And the exact same way, the vision, if you're going to bring in a female, let's full send. And then you can make a rivalry between that female and Becky Lynch instantly. And Seth has to take a step back because it's his business and his personal life going at it. But no, we want to do the quick thing. We want to do the quick look, the thing that makes the most sense. And I get sometimes in wrestling, you have to make the decision that makes the most sense. That makes perfect sense. But also, catch us off guard. You create that. You have a match with Becky Lynch for the title that can go on for a while, and then the division can continue to do the stuff that they were doing separate from it. But nah, we don't get that.
Well, you want me to tell you why, Rococo? Why they're doing this? Why she's kind of stepping away back from the Intercontinental?
Go ahead.
They have no plan.
Yep.
That's why we
Lunchables.
talked about this last week, bro. They have no plan for that belt. She's elevated it, yes, but they have no plan. Sorry to interrupt, but that, like, I didn't want to lose that thought. Like, that's why. Because if there was a clear next person in line, they'd run with that. But there's not. It's Lunchables, bro.
It feels so good seeing how many times we're right whenever it comes down to this pod. Because time and time again, we're like, you need to get rid of the mid-card belts. Even before Becky Lynch had, was like, we got to get rid of the mid-card belts because we're not doing anything with them. And we're back in this exact same spot. To the AJ Lee idea. Listen here, y'all. There are things that I've given up on as a wrestling fan. AJ Lee returning, it's been 13. It's been more like 10 years, legitimately.
Yep.
But AJ and Becky are a part of two different eras. AJ headed out right before Becky Lynch came in. They've never interacted. Would it be interesting? Yes. And the only slice of hope that I have for AJ actually returning is how they treated legends and other people coming back to wrestle.
Yeah.
Looking back at Nikki Bella, y'all can say the match was trash. Me personally,
oh my god.
No, let me. Hey, whoa! What's up with this judgment? I thought this was a judgment-free zone. So,
fitness.
Were there botches? For sure. Were there things that messed up? Yes. But they were given 20+ minutes. And if we decide to take those two things out, once we let go of all the punching, those last 10 minutes, those last 5 minutes, it was legitimately entertaining. Counter for counter, as like taking a step back, it was good. And I felt like the match ended too soon. Truthfully, if Becky's supposed to look strong, she should dog walk Nikki. Beat her in 10, beat her in 15. But the fact that she won with a roll-up, like as soon as that match had ended, I was like, you know what? From what I've seen at the end, they could run this back and I wouldn't have a problem with it. But then things happen at the end. Thinking about legends, we can look at Trish Stratus. We can look at The Rock. The thing about it is WWE is not going to allow somebody to come back to the ring if they're not ready. And if they're not ready, they're going to do everything they can to protect it. So a mixed tag match between CM Punk, AJ Lee, and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, could that work? Yes. But because of the story, I don't know how AJ fits in comfortably.
Well, here's the thing. We saw it tonight on Raw during their promo, which was phenomenal.
Incredible. Yeah.
I mean, Becky Lynch is better at cutting promos than some of the men on the roster. She's going toe-to-toe with CM Punk, the legend, on the mic. Toe-to-toe with this dude. And Punk, because she was slapping him in the face, Punk said, "You're going to regret getting involved in this." I mean, if it's not AJ Lee, then...
Rhea Ripley.
And then it's not...
Yeah, don't do that. Yes, sir.
I mean... The way they've been interacting, I could see Rhea Ripley. But like even at Clash of Paris, when he stopped and looked at that sign, that was on purpose. This dude ignores that stuff all the time, and they're sending messages. AJ Lee's coming back. She has to be. I thought it was going to be tonight for a split second.
Got to see it through.
I guarantee you AJ Lee's better right now in ring ability and promo than Nikki Bella. 100%.
Okay, sure. I thought you were about to say something a lot more crazy than that. That's fine.
For sure. Any last words on this Becky segment, y'all? Or Coco? One other thing I was thinking about, I just thought about this right now. You think Becky tries to take over the Vision?
Yes.
And being the voice, and then Paul Heyman.
Wow, great question.
Goes away, calls up Braun or Bronson, and we get those guys.
So here's my thought. They just wrote Roman off for a while, and they just wrote Paul Heyman off for a while. Insert Becky Lynch. Well, Becky will be the voice of the Vision right now, and she will run it right now until Paul comes back. So you're about to see her. Great question. Great, thinking on that. 100%. That's what's going to happen.
I love that idea.
So do I.
The fact that they have a return back to Seth Rollins saying that he didn't need anybody. Now, I want them to refer back to that. Or at least have Seth say, "Oh, we talked about this before, and I worked all of y'all once again." But Seth saying that he doesn't need anybody, and Becky Lynch coming to his rescue, that automatically creates a 2 and then a 2. So seeing how those guys move forward from this point on would be really interesting. But I love that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like y'all did miss me. Okay. I want to do something fun. I told you I'm gonna throw some random segments at you guys. This next segment is called Push Barry Main Event. It's our own little twist on that really gross game of like marry one, kill one, and then. Anyways, this is gonna be push. You put a jetpack on them. Barry, we're done. Main event, throw them in. I'm gonna do random people like that are in right now. I'm gonna do some legends, and I'm gonna throw in some AEW guys in there too because I know.
Are we explaining why, or just giving you an answer?
Yes, because I have.
Okay, we'll keep it short. Okay, we'll keep it short.
All right. So first one, we're gonna go The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H.
All three at once?
Yeah. So this is Push Barry main event with those three guys. I'm intrigued.
Don't bury Triple H. Get him up out of here.
What?
No,
he's taking it personal. He's taking it personal. The creativity.
Bury Triple H. And who are the two people? I just The Rock was
The
one.
Rock and Stone Cold.
Oh, okay, cool. Interesting. Main event, Stone Cold, and then push The Rock.
Interesting.
I'm going to bury The Rock. This dude ruined my GOAT's farewell tour. Get him out of here. Erase him from the history books. I'm going to push Triple H.
Ooh.
Because I think there's a story there with current roster right now that you could run with Triple H, so it makes sense. Yeah. And then I'm going to push Barry and what was the other one?
Main event.
Main event. Okay, yeah, I'm on main event. Actually, no, I'm going to main event Triple H and I'm going to push Stone Cold. Because of that's okay.
I love it. That's why I wanted to throw the random segment.
Listen, there's a reason why Rococo be getting like 1 stars on his my career. So
whoa.
Yes. I'm plugging your Twitch channel, bro. You're welcome.
I won that MyGM mode. Okay? I was taking out of context. Please.
Oh, man. All right, push Barry main event. We got Rusev, Sheamus, Gunther.
Okay.
Which I want to see a triple threat of them.
Yeah.
In the next year, please.
Okay. This is good for me because I actually wrote this in our notes. I'm burying Sheamus.
Wow.
This dude's a one-trick pony, and I'm sick of it. It's the same thing with them.
Yo.
I'm going to push Rusev, and I'm going to just main event Gunther because he's already there.
Same thing, but we're going to switch Rusev and Sheamus. That's wild.
I mean, I literally had it in a note if it got brought up. Ready to rock.
Push Barry main event. Montez, Angelo, BFAB.
I feel like this is self-explanatory.
Yep.
All right. Anyways,
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Rococo.
Oh man. I had to. Push Barry main event. Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, Jelly Roll.
This is easy.
Yeah.
Rococo's over there trying to get
brain.
Rococo, you go first. This is your turn.
No, we know the answer. We gotta bury Jelly Roll.
Yep.
And then push Bad Bunny.
Yep.
And then main event.
100%. Yep.
Bad Bunny had me teetering though, because Bad Bunny, he has so much pull.
Oh yes.
So if he pulls it, it's a what if scenario. We can only go off reality.
Yep.
All right, so this is all in their face their face era. So like peak face, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Roman Reigns.
Are we defining peak face Roman is now? Interesting. That'll help his argument. I was just wondering.
All right. Main event John Cena because he's the greatest of all time. I'm pushing Roman Reigns, and I'm burying Hulk Hogan.
I'm gonna switch.
No pun intended.
I knew what I was doing.
I'm gonna switch Roman and Hulk,
Right.
and then I can stand on that.
All right. Here's a fun one. Push, Barry, main event. Batista, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar.
This is the hardest one.
Mm.
I'm going to bury Goldberg. I'm going to push Batista, main event Brock Lesnar.
Same. Good.
Good. That one's fire.
Yep.
All right. Push, Barry, main event. Undertaker, Kane, Big Show. I missed the Big Show, by the way. I just had to say it.
Them knees.
Yeah.
Buckling, bro.
Yep.
Rococo, it's your turn to go first.
All right. So I think looking at careers all in all, main event, Undertaker, push Kane, and the Big Show gotta get buried.
I agree. For his knee's sake.
For his knee, bro. MJF, CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Wow. This is a good one. Okay, here's a question. Since we have a cross company one, are they in the company together or does MJF stay in AEW?
This is what the dream of him coming one day.
So this is all the dream of them being on the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I would push MJF.
I hate you. I know what you're about to say. He's about to make me crash out. I know he is.
Bury CM Punk, main event.
I hate you so much.
What? Nah, you're wilding. I was gonna let you cook for a little bit, and he lost it.
I only did it for Melvin. I'm sorry.
I'm a main event CM Punk.
Yeah.
I gotta push Seth Rollins and then bury MJF.
Okay. Honestly, I do main event CM Punk. I just wanted the reaction from Melvin, and I bury Rollins, honestly. But I do push MJF.
And Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair.
I main event Becky. I push Bianca. I bury Charlotte Flair.
I think all in all, I switch Charlotte and Bianca.
Yeah.
I
with
like
all due respect.
I just think Bianca has just more left in her tank.
Yeah.
At this moment of her career, for sure. Once she gets that finger checked out,
yep,
it's gonna be full speed ahead.
All right, the Young Bucks, the Usos, the Hardys. Peak Hardys. I mean, all of them are great. Peak too, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, peak Usos are.
Yeah,
they're insane.
You want to go first on this one?
I'm gonna main event the Hardys.
Okay.
Hey.
Push the Young Bucks. Bury the Usos.
Wow.
I want to main event the Hardys. Bury the Young Bucks. Push the Usos.
All right. Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley. Roman Reigns.
Which one?
Seth Rollins.
There's a big difference between Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley.
I don't know, because if he ever came back to WWE, I think
it better be John. Don't give me back Dean.
Leave it John.
Say who they were again. John, Roman,
Seth,
and who's the third?
Roman. The Shield.
Okay. Shield. Okay. I'm going to bury Jon Moxley. I'm going to push Seth, and I'm going to main event Roman Reigns, only because Jon Moxley has no bag whatsoever, and the thing that makes him eyes on him is the very like ECW-esque gore that he does with nails in his head. That's like a low-hanging fruit. Let's get views and clicks on this. Not because he can wrestle that good or that he's good on a mic, but that he could take thumbtacks in his back. So that's why I bury him. the other two have a deeper bag all around.
I agree with the ranking. All of that other stuff, I understand what you mean. I do. So I'll let you slide.
All right, and this one's made specifically for Mike, but you can answer too, Rococo. But this one's gonna be Bianca Belair, Mercedes Moné. Wait, what was her WWE name again?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, bro. Get it right.
Bro. What's this? Oh, I'm blanking on her name, bro.
Jade Cargill.
No, not Jade. She was Sasha Banks before Sasha Banks. Why am I blanking on her name? Diva, multiple time Diva champion.
Talk about Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox!
There's no way. That comparison almost threw up. I can't believe you said that on the pod.
But this is for Mike.
Sasha Banks before Sasha Banks.
This is for Mike.
Nah.
I just don't know why you're doing this to me.
Call the ambulance. For somebody.
And we're going to leave this out of context for everybody. I'm main eventing Bianca Belair. Oh, man, the issue though. Okay, because it's Sasha Banks, I'm pushing her, and I'm burying Alicia.
Perfect.
I don't like Mercedes Moné, so if it was Mercedes Moné, I'd bury her. But we're going to push Sasha Banks. That was a good character arc.
And then we'll end with this one. Santino Marella, R-Truth.
My gosh.
Hornswoggle.
Main event them all. Rococo thinking hard on this one.
Nah, because Hornswoggle in the main event, I'm trying to think if there's a way that it could be serious and work.
No, none of them are serious and work.
None.
But Hornswoggle, there's something interesting about that.
Okay, so just main event them then. Go ahead and say it.
No, I will push him. I will give him a chance.
Okay.
We'll give him a chance to show out.
Oh man. Well, that's push Barry,
Santino, and then main event R-Truth.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
I'm shocked by that. Yeah, what a fun segment.
R-Truth is showing a lot of range. And in his whole career.
If Nate was here, he doesn't know half of those wrestlers.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. Well, we kind of alluded to this earlier, Mike. Is there anything y'all want to talk about with Rusev and Sheamus? I mean, we already heard your thoughts basically, but Rococo, any thoughts on that? You know,
Absolutely.
I think it went too long.
Banger of a match.
It was a banger.
Yeah. Went too long. You know a match is good when you got someone in the crowd like literally shocked at what they're seeing. And I did like how they were chanting Rusev Day and he was like hearing voices in his head. That was incredible. Yes, me too. He acknowledged it and I thought it was perfect. But it's just Sheamus, man, really. I hate it because I like him, but like how many times are you gonna
especially with his stick or whatever it's called.
Shillelagh.
Over and over and over again. Super kick. That's it, bro. It's just I'm done. I'm sick with the gimmick. It's time to move on. We talked about this last week, Rococo, and this was one of those who I thought about afterwards when I was thinking back when you said, when do you pull the plug?
Ooh.
Should have pulled the plug on Sheamus. Just being honest.
At what point in his career? Now?
Like now you need to. What does he offer you? What is he offering the WWE right now?
A fun match.
Okay, that's awesome. And that's why you need to pull the plug.
Realistically, he's just been here.
Yeah,
so they're gonna give him match after match, and his style, that bruiser style, that beat you up style. Since nobody else really does it like he does, he's known for it, and that's what people look forward to. So looking at the match and Clash in Paris, did it go for a while? Yes, it did. But also, they stayed consistent with it. It was like they hit a pace and they kept that pace until the very end. And that's something that I highly enjoyed about it, was that. Now I can hop on other matches of the night. There were matches that passed it time-wise, but it would speed up and then slow down, speed up and slow down. I feel like that one was a solid coast until the finish. And it was just great. overall. A lot of people are saying that was the best match of the night, and it's up there for sure.
What did we think about Cena versus Paul? I know Mr. Mike was ready.
I'm glad that we got there because we didn't know the script. Melvin just wanted our raw.
I'm just rawing it. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. There we go. Here's the question that I have around this. First off, loved it. Rococo and I spent last week talking a lot about Logan Paul and how he is no longer a celebrity wrestler, like he is fully committed in it. But here's what the question I had centered around this. What does it say about Logan Paul that John Cena chose him in his farewell tour over people like AJ Styles?
The same thing we feel about John Cena picking Brock Lesnar. Just kidding.
Absolutely not.
Kidding.
These are.
I'm just rage baiting.
Absolutely.
You asked the question.
I did, but that's the wrong answer. You're entitled to it.
Like I was gonna let him speak for a little bit too.
Well, he just said something dumb. Should have known it. But seriously, what does it say about Logan Paul? It says a lot. This dude is the future of the company. He really is. People may hate it. They may be yelling at the podcast on Spotify or YouTube, whichever one it is. Like, give us a 5-star rating. Share it with your friends. But Logan is one of the future faces of this company. And leading up to it, Cena cooked him, and it was awesome. And he just took it. But I think so highly of Logan Paul as a wrestler. I genuinely do. I love this match. Probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. So, that's my opinion on it. Now, if y'all disagree, you're entitled to be wrong, but I'm here to listen.
I can argue with you just cause.
Hey.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I know you like to.
We could talk a little bit about this too. The atmosphere of Paris. There's a reason why they came back. Yep. But one of the reasons why I think Cena picked them is because Cena wanted to pick someone that can match just what someone can do with the crowd. Like Logan is such a great entertainer on the ring. He can rile up the crowd. I think that was one of the main reasons too. Now, could the same thing have happened with AJ Styles? I mean, yeah, because last year they went absolutely berserk for that guy. Remember when it's that infamous video that we see of him just trying not to smile or crack or cry? But I think
the camera shaking.
Yeah, but I think one of the biggest things was like, who can match my energy? Who can get the crowd going crazy with me? And you're right, it's Logan Paul. Do y'all seek? I know Rococo wants to just argue for no. Let me ask this question: like, is this a baton pass though? If so, why? If not, why?
No. I felt like the baton pass was the Cody Rhodes match.
I agree. 100% same thing.
It really was. Now,
QB1.
Did I enjoy the Logan Paul match more? 1,000%. I felt like, as a viewer, I was more in the mood for it. I knew that whenever I was watching the Cody Rhodes match, I wasn't in the mood for it. I hated where everything was going. With this build, with this match, I loved it. I loved the build up to it, and then once the match started going, these pay-per-views have not been missing. Giving everybody their time to really shine, it was amazing. The moves that were pulled out, because John Cena, the 5 moves of doom, right? And then John Cena has like moves that he'll do to surprise you that we know are still in his bag. John Cena was pulling out things we haven't seen him do before.
Yep.
Same thing with Logan Paul.
Yep.
And shocking me, I love it.
I love the paying homage to someone like AJ Styles doing his move.
And the names that were brought up. Michael bring up Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro. Names that, you don't know if we can say. It's things like that. It makes it so much better.
Yep. How did y'all feel about this fatal 4-way? Rollins, Punk, LA Knight, Jay. We've already watched Raw. We already see kind of like what's what it's leading to. Maybe kind of could all change, but Did Rollins prove that this is him? How much longer can Punk keep this, hijack the show kind of angle? How much longer can he just be there? And, what's next for Seth? Do we see this for 7 more months? What are some different things we can see split off from it? And then what's next for Jay and LA Knight as well?
Yeah, so Rococo doesn't want it to, but it will happen for 7 more months. It just will. And then for Jay and LA, they're going to feud with each other. I sent y'all a text today about how LA Knight was saying that he should have been champion by now. But someone knew that the "yeah" slogan was so hot that someone else had to create a 4-letter Y catchphrase, yeet. And that felt so real. And you saw it tonight on Raw a little bit. Those two are going to go head to head. They're going to go toe to toe.
Yeah, that "yeah" and "yeet." Yeah, bro, that's about to be crazy. Yep. that's about to be crazy. But are the bros linking back up though? Are Jay and Jimmy linking back up? And is that gonna happen?
They've teased it for so long, and here's why I don't think it will happen. I think Jey Uso's too prideful. I cannot see Jey Uso main event Jey Uso going back to being a tag team guy with Jimmy. I just don't see it. He's competing for World Heavyweight Championships, was an Intercontinental Champion. He's main event Jey Uso, 4 letters, 1 word. Get out of here, bro. You're a tag guy. Your bag tells me that you're a tag guy. He needs to be a tag guy, but it ain't happening. You'll see him flirt with the line for nostalgia, but it ain't happening. And I'm sorry, it just ain't. And Rococo, I want to know what you feel about this, because maybe this is where the gloves come off. Because it looks like you disagree with me. But maybe you're like, hey, he spit at the end. He was right, So
I was just fully listening. I think it really comes down. We've seen them tag before in their new personas. Yeah. It happened during the Brussels. It was one match.
They did.
So they're on different brands. Does the brand split matter? It depends on who you ask. So I think they got one more. Hey, let's meet up for this one match, and then breaking off once again. But Jay is too big, and Jimmy is in a way of he's finding his own. Still involved with the family stuff. Their stories are too different for them to come back right now.
Yeah.
So it'll be a one-off at WrestlePalooza. And then they'll move on.
But here's my question, though, okay? If the stories weren't too off, like at the end of the day, could you see, let's say it's a similar storyline path. No matter what happens, I don't see Jey Uso being a full-time tag guy again. I just don't. No matter if the ship is sailed of him being a, heavyweight champion, I just don't see him saying, yeah, I'll do it because it's best for the company. I see him saying, I sell the most merch. I do this. I do that. No, I'm not doing that. That's going to hurt the brand. Let me be this main event guy, because he can't come down the platform by himself. He can't, do all the things that he's doing right now. I mean, they could. I could see the Usos coming down that ramp together and both yeeting, but I just don't see Jey Uso giving up. And I don't blame him. At the end of the day, I wouldn't do it if I was in his shoes. Because at the end, Jimmy is looking for his way. Jimmy would bring him down in that light. I know it's his brother, but it's the truth. And I'm about making that bag, bro, but I'm also about family. So where's the in-between? And it's these one-offs. That's the in-between.
Their story is over between Jay and Jimmy. They said their dream match was always face each other at WrestleMania. They got it. Did we like it? No, we didn't. But it happened.
It was awful. Saw it in person.
And from there, you could run that back, but why would you? I think it's better for them to, hey, we're brothers. Let's do this once. And then life continues.
Yeah, it's good.
And then, I mean, the thing we got tonight is just the teaser of the Usos versus the Vision, for either a Monday night main event or WrestlePalooza and stuff. So I agree. I don't really think they're coming back either. The only reason why I even asked the question is because if you watched Raw this afternoon or whenever you guys watch it. The audio is with the guys, and Jay literally says, "I need you, bro. I can't do this by myself," But that could just be a thing of like, I need you so we can beat these freaking two Braun idiots. Like that also could be the thing for that as well.
It's also again with Gunther, right before the WrestleMania match. This idea of, hey brother, I need you. I need this person beside me. I need this person to encourage me before I step into this next stage. So they'll always have that.
Yeah. Love it. Dom retained the IC title.
Shocked. Hey, real quick, because I know we're getting in there with time. We try to honor the listener, okay? For those of you that don't think we do. I just want your brief thoughts on Sami Zayn winning the U.S. Championship. What? Am I the only one that feels like that? Like, what? Where did this come from?
No, I agree.
I was shocked too, bro.
He's not an underdog anymore.
No.
And that's sad. I feel like you lose a part of Sami Zayn if you lose that underdog story. But if he's going to go around beating people left and right, like him winning the title made me less confident in him winning the Royal Rumble just because of how often he's getting what he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wanted your quick thoughts. Melvin, back to you, bro.
Yeah. And even just with that, I think all it is to continue to make those that U.S. title and the Intercontinental belts just get a little bit more aura, especially with them not really doing. I mean, I haven't really been paying attention to Cody Rhodes. I don't know what's been going on with
He's
Cody.
off right now. He's not on.
So I think that's I think that's it. It's just getting more eyes on that U.S. title belt for now. And that's what I wanted to talk about with Dom retaining the IC. Do we see the double belt Dom? I know y'all talked about that a little bit, about him possibly having that mega AAA title with the Intercontinental title. What would that mean for them, and what would that look like? What do we have to look forward for Dom in that?
Here's my question that goes along with this that I'm eager to know. Well, actually, it's a statement. Well, it's both. If they continue with the AJ and Dom feud, it has to be over by now, right? But if it continues, he won't be double champ. AJ will cost him. If this feud's done, I can 100% see Dom being double champ. I can. I think it makes a lot of sense. But when will AJ lose the IC? Who will take that IC? Because I thought it was going to be AJ Styles. But like, surely this AJ and Dom thing's done, right?
I'd like to believe so.
Me too. But who knows? But I could 100% see Dom being double champ. It helps AAA.
Actually, I don't think the rivalry is over because of the way they ended with El Grande Americano interfering. If there was a for sure pin, then it would be okay. But since they're going to keep going.
Yep. And because of that, he will not be double champ.
When is the AAA Worlds Collide?
This weekend.
It's this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Grande Americano thing right now?
He just does what he wants.
It's Ludwig right now, right? Because Chad's still not back.
Yep.
I'm just excited to see an El Grande faction with all of the different guys.
There's like 4 of them.
Yeah, bro. That'd be so good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny.
What else we got on the dock?
Hey, that's it. I was thinking about closing with one more curveball segment for the content, and then we say goodbye.
Let's do it.
All right, so y'all know how in tag team matches, there's always like that moment where it's a hot tag, right? Where the good guy's been getting pummeled the whole time. His tag teammate is ready. He has this freaking string. He's popping up the crowd. What do we usually call that? It's called a hot tag, right? But then there's other times where we've seen that hot tag moment happen, and I can remember vividly Randy Orton and John Cena being a tag team one time, and everyone's getting hyped for Randy to come in, and then dude just gives him the cold shoulder. Ignores him. So this final segment is called Hot Tag or Cold Shoulder. There's a lot of things going on in WWE, and I want you guys to kind of just let us know, like, hey, what are some moments that you're like, yeah, I'm in hot tag. This, I'm excited. Tag me in for it. I'm ready to go all in, or cold shoulder. Like I'm done with this. I don't care. I'll start with one. This is an easy one. Sami Zayn, that's the U.S. champ. Is this a hot tag or a cold shoulder?
Cold.
Okay. Dom Mysterio becoming double champ.
Hot.
Yeah, hot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Possibly Bloodline reunion.
Cold.
I'm gonna say hot.
Yeah.
I'm here for
Rococo, what
that.
are your thoughts, bro? Tell us. Tell us. That's why I did a curveball segment. This
How
is the
big
point.
of a reunion are we talking? Are we talking about the original 3, or are we talking about Solo included? Everybody's going in so many different ways. It'll be, you know how sometimes,
I know.
let's say we're at Raw, I don't know, 60, and they walk in together, hey, Bloodline, that's fine. But in this recent time, there has to be reasoning behind it, and I don't see why.
Okay. Becky Lynch
Hot.
versus CM Punk.
Cold. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Logan Paul. Oh, sorry, Rococo.
That's not cold.
Logan Paul main eventing WrestleMania.
Hot.
I could see that. The Rock wrestling in One Last Mania.
Cold.
Hot.
Braun Breaker as a world champ in 2 years.
Hot.
LA Knight as a champion in 2 years.
Hot. Say it, Rococo. Say
Rococo.
it.
Man.
Say it.
Hot. There you go.
Wow. I'm shocked.
He said 2 years.
Here's another
got
2
lucky.
years. Here's another 2 years. A WWE champion Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for a WrestleMania main event.
Hot.
That'd be crazy,
That
bro.
storyline would cook.
Yep. Roman Reigns losing clean on TV.
Hot.
Hot. Yeah, he needs to.
Oh my goodness. The way that
He needs
that's
to.
how he'll get elevated.
Yeah.
It's unmatched.
Dom versus his dad one more time in WrestleMania in the next year.
Hot.
Cold.
Really?
Because
I really do think the next retirement tour is Ray.
Yeah, it's Ray, 100%.
It's Ray. That would have to be the ending.
It would.
I feel like
I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna still watch it.
he doesn't want it to happen. A WWE AEW Supercard finally happening.
Cold.
Oh, hot.
Ooh. Y'all did it at the same time. Cold, hot.
All right.
Cold, hot. Logan Paul, Bad Bunny.
Hot. I wanted that
I'm
match.
waiting for that, bro. I am waiting
That'd be so
for
good.
that. Do we miss Pat McAfee?
Cold.
Ding. Oh, we'll say cold. He's fun.
Yep.
He's fun,
Yep.
but his schedule's too hectic, and you can tell that wrestling's at the bottom of it. He's there half asleep at the desk.
And then here's the last one. This one's going to be Vince McMahon being there for John Cena's Hall of Fame next WrestleMania.
Hot.
Yeah,
Has to be.
hot. I didn't know
He
where you
has
were
to
going
be.
with that. You had me scared.
Buying back the company.
I'm still for that too. It'd be better than Triple H.
Hey, well, that's hot tag and cold shoulder. Y'all drop in the comments for more of those. I'll keep throwing curveball segments on the next few episodes. That was
Yes.
fun. I
It
like
was.
those too.
Hey, Melv, as we're signing off, do we want to tell the listeners what we're doing next week?
Yes, so next week we have a special time. No, not special time for Raw. Mike is coming into town, and since Mike's coming into town and me, Nate, and Rococo live close by, we're going to do a live show. Well, more like a live
be
watch,
both.
right?
Yeah.
Live
We'll
watch.
do it live, and then we'll like upload it to Spotify and YouTube too, but it will be live.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch Raw together next Monday, hoping for a surprise because Friday night, it looks like CM Punk is gonna show up to Chicago, to his hometown. So that could be cooking something up for next Monday. We've seen the hints of possibly the Vision versus the Usos. There's a lot of cool things that are coming up too. And then is the Stephanie Io fight next Monday too? Is that
that's WrestlePalooza?
Dang it!
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta wait 3 more weeks for that.
That's what I'm saying. It felt like we got finessed. I wish I could sue WWE for some reason.
For sure.
They promised this one thing.
But we got some fun stuff, and you'll see some appearances from Kaio again. He'll probably be running around in front of us and looking at himself in the camera, but that's the plan.
Yeah. It'll be good. Y'all join the chat next week. Watch it live. Share it, like, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for watching. We were the Mid Card